Now let me tell y'all something about dreams. Listen up, because this is something I found out a long time ago that goes against everything you see in a movie, on TV, or what your great grandma may have told you when you were a kid. See, dreams don't happen overnight. That ain't how it works. See, they come to you in the daylight. You gots to be awake. Cause baby, you got to run dreams down. See, that chase is where we learn the most about ourselves. To take that extra step, that extra mile, that extra rep. Now look here. You don't never know how long it's gonna take, or exactly what it'll look like when you get there. The only thing you know is you can never stop. So, question time. What's your dreams? What's your dream? Are you willing to do what it takes to make that dream a reality? No. See, not while you're sleeping, but every darn day you wake up. Because if it does, good morning. Now give me my darn theme.
Boom! Hey, what's going on, family? What's the word, man? Yes, I'm not supposed to be live today. Yes, it is my mom's birthday, but hey, listen, man. I couldn't go live yesterday. We was doing some things for my mom, her birthday, whoop-de-wop. So, listen, I'm checking in right now, man. Yeah, hey, listen, it is what it is. Your boy live. All right, we got to get into some things, man. We got to get into some things. But yeah, man, we kicked it for my mom's birthday yesterday. We got some things later on for her tonight. So listen, she told me to go ahead and do what I do best. So hey, listen, I'm giving y'all, a show today, man, because I didn't give it to y'all yesterday, But hey, we here, man. Hey, listen, yeah, but hey, listen. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what's up, man. We got to talk about it, man. So I should have been on yesterday, but I wasn't. All right, so let's get into it, man. What are we really getting out of DJ McKinney, right? Transfer from Oklahoma State, 6'1", 6'2" ish, rangy corner, who got a lot of man-to-man principles, can cover. Great pickup by CU and the Buffs, Coach Prime. We're getting a hell of a ball player. I'm telling you this right now. We're getting a hell of a ball player, another starter that's coming into Colorado. Man, we can't. Man, we're getting another one. I'm gonna address a lot of things today. The gym learning stuff. I'm gonna address all that. Just give me time. But we finna go through it. We're gonna break everything down. What it means. What's up. Told y'all when somebody leaves, somebody coming in. You know what I'm saying? We're replacing the bottom 20. We're getting better. We're replacing the bottom 20, upgrading it with better players. As y'all can see, man. I know some people was upset that Bree Love left and yada, and then we lost another corner, yada. But look who we're replacing with. Another starter that's familiar with the conference in the Big 12. That was a starter on a winning team. Not on a losing team, but on a winning team. So, man, that's just another plus that we just added in a situation, improving the bottom 20 of the roster and replacing with another starter, creating more competition, creating more depth to the lineup. So, man, we got a lot of things on that we get better. There's still some more room to be made. There's still some more players to be replaced in the bottom 20 that we're going to continue to improve this roster. All right. Number one question I'll be getting, man, from everybody. Where are the heck are the D linemen at? Where are the linemen? Just be patient. I promise you, there's more people that was on that visit than what y'all expect that was on that visit over the weekend. They just being quiet about a lot of things. But there were more people on the visit. A lot of you guys didn't know that DJ was on the visit, and I said this, last week when I did a show that there's more people than the 3 people that they're putting out there that they're saying is in Boulder. There's more of those people. And as y'all see, you're going to get some announcements, probably today, tomorrow, this, that, and the third. Coach Prime is being selected, I wouldn't be surprised if Prime is at the national championship game tonight. You know, Prime always likes them national stages, so I would not be surprised. But man, it was a great pickup. DJ McKinney, 6'2", rangy corner with long arms like Deion Sanders. That's what he like. They can play in man-to-man coverage. They can play in cover two, cover three. We get a great corner out of this situation. We need the depth at the corner. Now we adding the right depth pieces. We're improving the bottom of that roster. So hey, what else can we ask for in this situation? Coach Dre, man, what's the word?
What's going on? The word is you don't listen very well, but we had already talked. Um, oh man, I mean, this is what you needed. Another corner. Uh, we want competition in the room, so I expected that. I know everybody looking for the defensive tackles, but to get another corner with game time experience that's done been out on the football field is what I think Coach Prime was looking at and why this kid got added. Um, you always want competition. You always want depth. We saw what happened when you lose a few people or people get hurt and you ain't got no depth and no quality depth. It ends up hurting you. So, we just got us some depth and, we're ready to rock and roll. I like to pick up and he a great kid. And we told y'all it was more than three people. They just trying to keep things under wraps. And that's how they gotta work right now because it's a lot of hate. A lot of hate going on for Coach Prime and his coaching staff and a lot of things being said that don't need to be said. So they just keeping real OG. I told y'all real OGs moving silence. Real OGs moving silence.
Real OGs move inside. What's up, Coach Dre Rock? How y'all
What's
doing?
happening?
What's
All right.
good, bro? What's good?
Yeah.
Hey, listen. The reason why I mean I already knew it was more than three people, but a lot of people thought you think Deion Sanders would have left Texas to come up there to visit three people. I'm just being honest. He was in Boulder for a reason. Now, the way Colorado moving right now and the way how things transpired with the high school recruiting, that's why they kind of keeping everything hush hush on who's visiting, who's coming. They don't even want the players to announce that they're in Boulder or anything like that. There's a reason because it's every time another team or certain teams find out certain players are in Boulder and things like that, then the silly stuff start happening or coaches are, calling players while they're on a visit, texting players, doing silly stuff, saying silly things. So, it's just right now, it's just the way Deion Sanders and, the recruiting staff is working. They don't want stuff out publicly with a lot of recruits that they really want out there. So you're going to see a lot of people taking visits that you don't expect. Now, Colorado is getting ready to get ready for their junior day here soon. So, yeah, Coach Prime did say, expect a lot of out of January. Expect some good news to come out of January. Now the news is going to be slower than most months, but as you start to see the ramp up towards the springtime, more and more news is going to come out as we get closer to spring ball. We get closer to spring practice. The kids get back on campus. So right now, everything is all fun and games. The kids are starting to report to campus. Classes will be starting in about a week and a half in Boulder. So a lot of these kids are starting to, come to Boulder and get on campus, get moved in, get acquainted, get with the coaching staffs, things like that. So you'll start to see more and more. You guys get to see outreach to people and well off media videos that you guys have been missing. Those things will start happening as players start to get back on campus and do their physicals and do all that blase stuff. You'll start to see more. But see you Bucks Dynasty, man. What's the word, man? Talk to us.
Man, ain't nothing happening, man. I've been thinking, man. I hate it for some of these kids that's been pulled away from CU and Coach Prime just because they, what I'm saying, circulating around the program. And I hate it, man, because a lot of them just gonna get caught in the wash. We probably never gonna hear about them again, man. I really hate that for some of these kids, man.
I mean, it's for you. I mean, this is what I'll say to anybody, man. At the end of the day, you gotta do your homework, right? As a person can tell you this, that, and the third, but you gotta go and do your homework and do your research. Um, Now for some of these players that committed to Colorado and other teams just threw money at them for them not to commit to Colorado, to come to the university, to sit on the bench and do this, that, and the third. I can't tell you what to do in your situation, right? Because I don't know your financial situation with your family, anything like that, or why, what you did, right? But that happens in recruiting all the time, where kids make a decision where they're going to commit somewhere and then they flip somewhere else. I mean, it's just part of the game. It is what it is. My thing of it is, you know, the real is going to recognize the real. The fake is going to divide. So they truly didn't want to be there. So they divide away from us. So it might be a blessing in disguise for us.
Facts. Like I heard one of y'all, I don't know if it was Coach Dre or you, said it last week. Everybody not a fit for Coach Prime, bro. That's just a
Yeah.
fact. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just not a fit. Everybody don't really want to live up or try to work up to that standard, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a high standard because he's a Hall of Famer. He's seen the highs of the highs. So
Well, the biggest reason why I keep saying that is because everybody feel like we supposed to go out to every kid to go in the portal, and we not, because not everybody is built for those big lights, those big moments. The cameras on you 24/7. You don't see that at other colleges. You know what I'm saying? Why do
right,
you think that Coach Prime attacks a lot of the kids that come from the SEC? Because they own the big stage. They understand what the big stage is. They understand what that means. So come to
right,
Colorado, it's just normal. But if you ain't came from the big stage life, like all this, what you finna get and understanding, like people are going to pick you apart at a higher level rate and faster with you being at Colorado, because you can't
right,
hide from nobody. I don't like the average fan. The average fan can see you at Colorado. You
right,
can't go nowhere else to see that in no other program. So the people are going to have their opinion and form opinion on you faster because they see you in that realm. They see you on
let's
it
see.
every day.
Yeah,
They can go to reach the people and see you in well off, and they can see you getting burnt. I see this happen. Well, you can't go to another program and see that happen because they scared to put the cameras on those type of kids. And the reason why they do that
right,
is because they know if that happens, right, they're going to lose some of these kids out of these programs. If they see the real, and see all the glitz and the glamours and see the truth behind everything, that's what's going to happen. A lot of these kids love to just go. They love. The reason why they go to Alabama and Georgia is to go there. I win a winning program.
facts.
I can go there. I can develop. And if I truly don't like it or what's going on, I can transfer out. I still got paid. I still got what I wanted, and I'm out.
But
In
the
Alabama,
biggest thing, that's
Alabama
the
just
biggest
lost another
thing.
linebacker.
That's the biggest thing is I can go to Alabama if I'm a if I'm a 4 or 5 star, and I can just get caught up in the wash. I'm not expected to go right there and start. And if I don't play, I get enough uh, practice film. I can just transfer if I feel like I'm not going to play. But I can tell people I was on the Alabama staff. Some people go to Alabama just to win the ring. When Alabama was rounding off them national championships, it was kids was just going to Alabama so they could get a ring, so they could say they got a national championship ring, and then they can go somewhere else and play, just to say they was on the team. And so kids, these again, you have to teach kids to do what's best for them. Uh, Rob says it all the time. Everybody's not a fit for Colorado and Coach Prime because everybody don't like the lights all the time. It's a lot of kids that just want to sit in the background and not have to worry about that. But now kids have to come out here and do what's best for them and their families. We do not know their situations, but you do what we want to do is make kids with character. You want to make kids with character, and that's what Coach Prime is building. And if you just look and see them, the kind of kids he getting,
Yeah,
and so we don't want kids that just coming for the money or just coming for the glitz and the glamour to get their ratings up. We want kids that want to come and win and be part of something. And Rob said something else. A lot of these kids, you got to remember, they come from winning programs. When they was in high school, they were winning. So a lot of kids don't want to build nothing. They just want to go to something already made. But it's better if you build something up. If you bake a cake, it tastes better if you make it homemade than if you put, they say sometimes you can put a cake in the microwave now. We don't want that. Nobody wants that. You want something you putting in the oven and something you got to make. So that's what it all boils down
right,
to for
right.
me.
Give me one. A shout out for the $5 dono from Solid Gold, man. Peace and blessings. Just supporting the channel, man. Appreciate you, man. Shout out for another 4.99 super chat from PC. Much love to Rob the Man Media channel. Get in that Discord, y'all. If y'all not part of the Discord, man, it's just a community of people just in there having fun, man. We talk about CU, we talk about NFL, we talk about college football. We talk about a little bit of everything in the Discord, man. It's just a community of people, man, that's in there having a good time. So man, if you want to join, you can. But hey, we just in there having a good time. So let's get into it, man. I know everybody keep asking about the DC, who it's gonna be. Every week it's just a new name. Every other day it's just a new name. And so now the newest name out there, right, is Jim Leonard, right? And what does he have to offer? You know, for me, I really do like the move of Prime going out and getting a young DC that can relate to the kids. He's going to play a lot of man to man. He's going to play a lot of single high. He's going to play a lot of cover three, in a sense. So when you look at what you're getting out of Jim Leonard, he was the former defensive coordinator at Wisconsin and the interim head coach before they went to Luke Fickle. But what he brings to the table is he's going to bring an aggressive defense. He's going to stun a lot on the defensive line. He's going to let the linebackers play free, but he's also going to allow the corners to play in man-to-man coverage a lot or in cover three. So when you look at the corners that we're bringing in, the defensive backs that we have, you better get ready. You better get ready to cover. You better get ready to be on the island by yourself because guess what? If you're not, it's gonna be noticeable. But what I will say is he's good at game planning against stopping the run, which was one of the things that we truly, truly needed. Because that was an issue for us last year, was stopping the run. He's a great teacher. He's young. He can come in and really elevate this defense to another level. So um, who he's going to bring on staff with him it's still going to be a key thing. We still got a couple of positions that we can fill on the defense side as far as what we want to do. But he's definitely going to be a good addition to the CU staff. But we still got to see, because they're still in negotiation, things like that. But we'll see. Because at the end of all, be all right. Everybody's on the same wave of trying to understand they don't want to be in the same situation as the Sean Lewis situation, right? But you got to understand what your job, what you coming to get accomplished, and what you're looking to do. So, how you feel about it, Coach Dre?
I mean, if he's the guy, you got to feel good. He's young. He's got a proven track record. Um, I know everybody looking for name, name, name. Sometimes it ain't about the name. It's about what you have produced, and what he's have produced is a great defense. And he plays the kind of defense Coach Prime want to play. He wants them corners to play that man to man or cover three. We played a lot of cover two, man high free or whatever we was playing last year. I don't think we'll see a lot of the mistakes. I know he gonna blitz a lot, but he comes from that Rex Ryan type of defense. If you've seen a Rex Ryan defense, you know it's aggressive, it's hard nosed, it's gritty. Like you heard Rob say, he liked to stunt the defensive lineman a lot, so you're gonna see a lot of that stunting going on the defensive line. So if he's the guy, it's a great hire for Prime. I've been hearing people say he need to get a football guy and not just his friends and stuff like that. So hopefully that'll shut some people up with that. Um, because this guy is a football guy. He comes from like I say, he comes from the Rex Ryan tree of coaching. So it'll be a great hire, and then we still can go out and get us a strong safeties coach if we hire him. So I think it'll be a good hire overall.
All right, so Rob, what do you mean about not being in the same situation as Sean Lewis? So let me just answer this, right? What I mean by that is he don't he want to come in and add value to the he want to come in and add value to the program, right? He don't want he don't want to create a division with the team, things like that. I'm not going full details of all of it, but I'm just giving you a short version of it, man. So I hope you can understand from there. What up, RJ? What's the word, my boy?
What's going on, my boy? What's going on, panel? What y'all on today? You feel me?
What's what's good, RJ?
What's up? What's up, bro? What's good?
Not much, man. Out here, man. We're gonna get something to eat. You feel me? I just seen y'all live. Like, I'm hop on this thing, man.
I thought I thought you had I thought you pulled up with Vito for a second. I was like, hold up, wait a minute.
Hey, I talked to him though. You feel me? We gonna get it done.
No,
Yeah,
I
we
know we
gonna get it
will.
done.
I'm,
We
I'm
gonna get
just
it
joking. I'm
done.
just joking with you, bro.
Yeah. Well, everybody back. Well, they back on campus now too. So
Yeah.
you feel me? We gonna get it done.
But how you
Hey,
feel
hey,
about Jim?
yeah.
What'd you say?
How you feel about Jim Leonard?
He a good defensive coordinator. Feel me? Is that who they trying to pull in?
That's the word on the street, man. You know, allegedly all that, good Swaze, they got the tweets going of, they're in negotiation, stuff like that. But,
Okay.
I know I can make the phone call and really find out the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, let
I
this
mean,
Hey,
ride out.
that'll be, feel me, schematically, that'll be, you know what I'm saying, that'll be decent. I'm pretty sure he run something similar to what the Rex Ryan,
Yeah.
the Ryan
Rex
family
Ryan,
run.
yep.
That
Yeah, he
three
run the
four,
Rex Ryan defense. Yeah, he run that Rex Ryan defense.
that 3-4, that thing nasty. Now the thing about it is they got to find a defensive tackle to be that guy in the middle. You know what I'm saying? So if you go back and you look to every Rex Ryan defense, he's always had like when the defense has been successful, it's always been like a nose tackle. The middle has been just like you know what I'm saying, like a space eater. So we'll see if it fits. Can Anquin Barnes be that guy? We don't know. I don't know if the block bully is big enough to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens, man. But I think it'll be a good fit. You know what I'm saying? I like the 3-4. That's what I played in college. You feel me?
hey, RJ, they keep sleeping on your boy Vito, man. Every time somebody get to talking about what we got coming back in the defensive backfield, I very rarely hear them mention Vito, man.
It's
That's
cause they
I ain't
it's
seen
all
him.
they doing is listening to all
Right.
they ain't seen little bro, you feel me? He said
Yeah.
to all of them, you feel me? Like I'm telling you, bro, get busy. You know what I'm saying? So as physical as y'all think Shiloh is, Vito's that guy too. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
I,
So
he can literally can go out and replace Rod Wood right now as the dash. Put Rod. Where Rod Wood was at, put him right there. Let him rock.
yeah,
You ain't losing nothing.
Vito can rock.
He
Where I
got
go?
he got nice size too, man.
He about 6 foot, 6'1". You feel me? He rock, man. Listen, and he like 190, 195, but he gonna come down and he gonna go watch some film. Go type
Now,
in Vito Tisdale on YouTube, and the first highlights you're gonna see is Iowa. And I mean,
well,
he was
all
going
right.
crazy.
So here's my thing with now that if they make Jim the defensive coordinator, who do y'all want as that single high safety? Because he play a lot of single high safety, and
Yeah,
he gonna put some players in the box now.
yeah, you go. Yeah,
Who
that's a part of it.
who is that single high safety that you want up back there?
It
So if we run into three, it's the 3-4 dance. So the one high safety is gotta be probably Cam.
I don't even know if I want Cam back there. It probably got to be J. Rob for real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot about that, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gotta be Quez, man. Quez got because he's a rangy guy. He's got length. He can roam the back. For everybody else, like I told y'all before, like all the other safeties, even Vito, shout out to little bro, but they all are kind of like the same safety, like box safeties, like you know what I'm saying, run stuffers. You know what I'm saying? Like they not field. You feel me? Like they not the dudes that come out and rangy and can eyeball out of ball, high point the ball. You feel me? Like that's your Quez because he played corner. But he played safety at Alabama too. You know what I'm saying? So he know they got him as safety on the roster if y'all go look. So I would rather Quez be free. If
Yeah.
they're gonna have a single high, I'd rather Quez be back there.
Yeah, he plays a lot of single high. So Shiloh, you can already pretty much put him in the box. So, I'm just gonna tell you
Yeah.
like how it is. Like when you look at his defense, the way he ran it at Wisconsin, he ran a lot of single high, a lot of cover three, and so when you looking at who's gonna be that single high safety, that's what things get interesting at. Because think about who's in that safety room. You got Travis J, You got Shiloh, Vito, um, Jonah Miller Jones,
Yep.
Cam back there, Slusher back there. So it's like, damn, who becomes that single high safety that you really got trust in to like legit be back there that can got range
Facts.
and they can go get it at any hash, you know?
Right. Yeah. I've been paying attention to what Coach Prime been pulling in as far as these transfers and all that. Contrary to popular belief, man, I think Coach Prime cooking up something sweet, man.
But see, here's what he's doing, right? If you really pay attention with the corners, why he's going to get these corners, it's all pointing to the direction that Jim Leonard might be the guy because based upon the way his defense is set up, he plays
Yeah.
more corners than he plays safeties.
Facts.
Right.
So they're going to go get corner depth, which what we didn't do last year. They're doing it this year. So they're just going to show you, and they're going to get man-to-man corner. So you went and got your nickel corner. Now you just went out and got another outside corner. And then you
Yep.
still on top of that, you still got Komani, you still got Carter. So what you're doing, and you still got Travis. So what he's doing is he's adding the players to what the defensive coordinator is possibly going to do.
So let me ask you this right here. What you think about DJ for
Say
the
again, you
opposite
breaking
corner
up.
over there?
You breaking up.
Hold
What's the word, Coach?
I was saying, what you think about DJ as far as the other corner? Start.
I mean, right now it's going to be a competition, right? But see, also what it does is it helps you because now you don't have to play Travis every single down on defense.
Right.
Now you got somebody that can go that you know, like, all right, cool. Say we got Komani DJ out there, then you got the how can I not think of the transfer that came in? The slot corner. You got him and
Hodge.
Preston Hodge, yeah. But you
I don't
still
like
also
him.
But you still also got a Marion Cooper. I like Hodge in the slot. I don't like him on the outside. Put him in the slot, we good. But when you look at, you still got Cooper, you still got Komani, right? And then you bring in DJ, right? So now you can rest Travis unless you need Travis, to play against certain people. But it's depth. We need the depth more than anything.
Facts.
We upgraded. What we took out 2 players and we upgraded with 2 better players. So that was really the main thing for me is it's not just about adding and removing, but what are we adding, right? Is it better quality than what's leaving? And so when you look at the corners that we brought in, yeah, you might not like Hodges, but he also was better than what left.
That's
At the end of the day.
I just don't know
it's an upgrade.
What's not to like about Preston.
Well, when I watched the film, when I watched his tape, he just didn't pop. I mean, he made a couple plays here and there, but like, if you want to play on the next level, like you want to go a level up, you gotta fling on tape. Like you gotta pop off that thing. You feel me? Like if you're gonna make some plays, you gotta pop. I mean, he just made a routine play. He's a good player. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he's gonna come in and I honestly think he's a depth piece. I think the kid they got from Oklahoma State is better for real. He's a better corner.
Two different players. 2 different players though.
Yeah.
I mean, Hodge is serviceable. He's serviceable.
Facts. I
just like Hodges in the slot. Like that's him in the slot to a T. He don't need to be. There's no reason for him to be on the outside. You already got Travis Hunter, you got Komani, you got Stoudemire, and now you just bring in DJ, and you still have a Marion Cooper, right? You don't need him. You don't need him on the outside.
You don't need him, period, for real.
No, that's nuts. It's nuts because he's probably gonna start this year. That's what I'm saying. Like he's gonna start this year, which is why I'm asking. I don't know. Like
it depends on who the defense coordinator is. If it's Leonard, he's gonna roll with 3 corners and 2 safeties. If it's somebody else, you don't know what they're gonna do. It all depends on who's the defensive coordinator. I would rather have 3 corners out there than 3 safeties.
I'm just so confused because it's like Bruh, we keep hearing so many different names when it comes to the DC, and then another thing that we already heard was that he's already working. So, first of all, if he's already working, then by design you would think that the corner that we just brought in was his decision, right? Like whoever this DC is, right? You would think that the corner that we just brought in would be one of his guys or one of his recommendations.
Facts.
So let me say something to you, Coach K. The person could still be working, but not finish final out their contract. They could be telling recruits where they're going. That happens all the time.
Facts. Facts.
So it doesn't necessarily mean that he's fully in the building working, but he could be working, telling, hey, talking to recruits of who he wants on his defense. Like, hey, listen, go ahead and go visit Colorado. Da da da. Where I'm finalizing a deal to come there. That way, you already in the building. Because people pick up on what happens with coaches. And so with that being said, right, you can start to tell players. It's when Coach Prime, before he took the Colorado job, he was already telling recruits, hey, I'm going to Colorado. He used to have enough time to get to everybody that he wanted. But like Dylan Ellis and Carmani and people like that, he had already let them know before he even signed the deal. So it happens. It's just a matter of who do you want. And when you look at the pieces that's being added and who the defensive coordinator potentially, allegedly could be, the pieces, it adds up to the defensive coordinator of what he's looking for in his defense.
Yeah, that would be a slam dunk hire. That'd be a home run, knock it out the park. That'd be a crazy hire. If
It's
they
solid. It's solid as fuck.
that's a and some people were asking if he could recruit. Yes, he's not he. First of all, he's one of those type of when he was at Wisconsin. I remember it was a pretty big deal when they didn't hire him. Like a lot of people were really upset when they hired Fickle and they didn't hire him because they were like, "Whoa, how do we not hire this guy? Like he bleeds red and white. Like he was the guy there,
Yeah,
and
it's a big deal. He's a big name.
he's
If
a
you know
very big
Coach.
name. That's a big name right there. Like a lot of people in the coaching world will be like, "Whoa."
Well, it brings a lot of like it's going to bring a lot to Colorado in a sense on defense, right? Because now you can start to see a vision of like, okay, I can play in there because
Right.
it's
Right.
exciting. It's exciting. I know I'm going to get moved around. I know I'm going to go out there and be able to create play things like that. Now, this is not saying that he is the defensive coordinator, so I don't want nobody to say, "Oh, Rob said he's defense." This is not what I'm saying. This is all allegedly,
Speculation.
negotiations. Now, I do know that they're in negotiations with a defensive coordinator. I do know that 100% fact. Whether that be him, whether that be another name, I do know that they're negotiating with somebody.
It
So
it gives
that
you
was
if he comes over, it gives you a defensive identity. That's what it gives you.
correct.
I'm seeing people in the chat. They asking about the defensive front. I'm confused. What more do y'all want them to do that they can do now? Like, what more do y'all want them to do? Like, they done brought in like 4 defensive tackles. They done brought in like 8 edge rushers. Like, what more do you want?
To be
You feel me?
fair,
I understand y'all want kind of like a big splash, but like right now, what's in the portal? What more do y'all want? Who else do y'all
yo,
want?
RJ. To be fair, because I consider myself part of that crowd. To be fair, I can speak for a lot of people when I say that the urgency that we saw on the offensive line wasn't there for the defensive line. That like is apparent because when when Coach Prime was talking about starters, he said he wanted to protect the passer and run and stop the run. First of all, when people saw that we got Anquin Barnes, that was another like flashback to Jaquez. That was a flashback to Demoy Kennedy. That was like
Which,
oh my God, we picked up
but
another
but
guy
here's but here's the thing though.
who did not play.
He's way younger than both of them though.
Who?
Bowden. Like
Wait,
And
when like
you
and
talking
they
about
got and they got the
Anquin
Houston
Barnes?
dude.
yes,
Anquin
he's young.
Barnes been playing for like what 2-3 years?
Nah, he's a redshirt freshman.
He's a red shirt freshman. He was younger
He
than
got 4
Quez,
left.
and yeah, he was younger than Quez. He was younger than DK. So when you're looking at it, you have more years to develop him. How
He's
many players do people actually think we truly need on the defensive line? It's a
No,
good
no,
question
no. Rob,
because
hold
y'all
on.
forget
You're
about the
missing the
freshman
point.
that's
It's
coming
not about
in.
how many players. It's about look, Chidozie, perfect. Because I remember in that recruiting weekend when they were supposed to bring in McClellan and the guy from West Virginia. I feel like people just want to see defensive linemen with experience because at the same time, like we're bringing in guys, we're bringing in some tackles. I think who are the tackles that we brought in? We brought in
I
Barnes
mean,
and we brought in
they brought in Barnes. They got the freshman from what's his name? I forgot his name. The Georgia Defensive Player of the Year, Brantley. They brought Brantley in. You feel me? You got McNeil coming back. You know what I'm saying? You got the block bully. And I understand if y'all feel like y'all want impact dudes. I mean, I understand that, but don't act like it ain't been addressed. They ain't trying to address it. You feel me? It ain't like they can go out there and make, you know what I'm saying, the best defensive attacker in the nation hit the portal and come to Colorado. You feel me?
right,
They're,
right,
look, RJ, they're trying,
right.
but they're striking out on some pretty big guys. They're
I
striking
don't.
out.
Now go ahead, bro.
All right, so listen, let me explain something to y'all right quick. Y'all want like y'all think that they're wasting scholarships on wide receivers when they're truly not. There
Who
is a
said
plan.
that?
Let me explain this plan to y'all. You can go over scholarships in the spring for a reason. This is what they're doing. Auditioning players so you can get rid of players for the spring. So if we don't hit a necessary area, it's because they're waiting because they've already contacted somebody that they know is going to go into the portal and they probably can't do nothing until the springtime. So
Can
why
I
go add somebody on the roster that may not be there in the fall?
can I tell y'all why they got so many wide receivers? If you go look at everybody's roster, everybody got like 8, 9, 10 receivers on their roster. And you want to know why? Because you play 4 at a time. That's number one. Number two is the most boom or bust position in NCAA. You feel me? Like you can bring in 5 wide receivers and only one of them things hit. You feel me? So
Yeah,
you got to keep swinging, bro. You got to keep swinging. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? And if you keep hitting, that's great. Now you got a whole lot of depth, but some of them dudes
yeah.
is gonna miss.
I,
You know
I
what I'm
was
saying?
gonna
We gonna
say,
miss on some of them dudes.
But what did Coach
yeah,
Prime say
RJ.
last
Just
night?
to add to your point,
We missed on guys last year, right?
Fact.
So
14 to
it's
22
gonna happen.
receivers though. That's the average though. 14 to 22 receivers. Like
You-
when you talk about just like teams, they usually have 14, 22 receivers. 14 usually on scholarship. You know, it's a lot of. I don't care about the receiver part because nutrition is gonna handle that. Depth chart's
Facts.
gonna handle
Right.
that. That will handle itself.
But see, that's the whole part of the spring evaluation piece of it, right? The springtime is to evaluate who is going to be in your roster for next year and who ain't going to be there, right? So there's still going to be more players that's going to hit the portal. Don't get it twisted now. Y'all think that we wasted scholarships and y'all count and people keep counting scholarships. The scholarship number does not matter right now. It doesn't. You can go over
Facts.
20 scholarships right now. Because guess what? By the time the springtime is over with, you're going to get rid of people that don't need to be there. That's on scholarship that don't need to be there to get the roster down for in the fall time. And that's where a lot of people don't understand how this really works. It's a lot of
Man, listen.
listen, Alabama, Georgia, all these top schools are going to be on scholarships right now, and they're going to weed out players after the spring. Or people are not going to be in a position that they think they are in, and they're going to be out of there after the spring. And I
Yep.
promise you, anybody that's in the SEC that transfers, they can't go to no SEC school. So guess what? Prime going to have a pick of the litter.
Yeah,
Pick
you
of the
gotta get
litter.
waived. You gotta get waived to go to SEC school if you're SEC scholarship. They gotta waive you. You feel me? You gotta ask.
Listen,
You gotta
man.
ask.
This just a dress rehearsal in the spring. 'Cause I think y'all don't. I think people don't really get that. It's just a dress rehearsal because they're not playing any other team in the spring. They're playing themselves. So you want to have enough guys on your team so you can really have. Lately, if you really been looking at spring games been turned into glorified practices because
Real
you don't
talk.
have enough kids. Because you don't have enough kids to really break into two teams like you should. So I think you guys are looking at this as Coach Prime is steady stacking up on skill players and he don't care about the line, which we know that's not the truth. It's you have to play the game the way it got to be played, and we see kids choosing, like you say, you see kids choosing these SEC schools. Well, if they don't like what they see over there during the spring and they want to come back out, we know they can't go to an SEC school. So now you ain't even got to worry about the SEC money, because it ain't go, it's not going to even matter because they can't go to the SEC school. But I like our team the way it's constructed right now, except for the defensive tackle spot, because I like them young linebackers. And if we do get this dude Jim Leonard, his defense with these young linebackers and the kid from Florida State, hey man, I like our chances. Especially with what we got going on in the secondary. I think we strong in the secondary. So I like our chances if the dude Leonard is the guy that's coming in. Even if it's some of them other guys that's rumored, I like the scheme gonna kind of be the same. Both all of them run the same scheme. But guys, just again, I keep telling y'all, be patient, man. We building a brick house. We ain't building one of them new age houses that you put up in a month. We building a brick house. We don't want nobody coming over here knocking it down with just a little wind. We building a brick house. So y'all be patient and let the man build his team.
Do y'all think though that we have the same sense of urgency though when it comes to the O line to the D line?
Absolutely, because he done bought in the players. You feel me? Like, and Coach K, I'm gonna swing this by you because this is something that I had to think about myself. Like, people are like just kind of scratching their head because they think we're gonna miss on that Houston kid, and I'm like, bro, them Houston dudes literally just played the same teams last year. Bro, they gonna do this. They gonna go out and play against the same teams in the same conference. Bro, what make y'all think they gonna come to see you and end up being bums? They just played these same dudes out of film that they got.
Hello?
Yeah, I think something happened with his phone. But man, again, guys, the urgency is there. He went in. The first thing we did is he went. I guarantee you, Seton was probably one of the first people he went and sought after, very bad. And then he got these other boys in here. You got these other offensive linemen. So I think we said we had 11, right, Rob? We had 11 during the season last year.
That was healthy, yeah. That was
actually healthy. Yeah. 11.
Yeah.
I think when the spring roll around, I think we're gonna be anywhere between 15 and 20.
We got for a matter of fact, we got 15 and 16 right now.
You see what I'm saying? So I think we're in the right direction. Now we don't have the defensive tackles that I think everybody's looking for. But every other position, I think we stacked and packed. You know what I'm saying? The way we want to be. So we just got to be patient and let them guys work. If we still on maybe if we get to do Leonard, I think you gonna attract some more kids because they like I say, he's young. What I'm hearing, he's very outgoing. He a coach that like to run around and fly around with the kids. So that's the kind of stuff kids like. You get kids to respond to stuff like that.
And if he comes over, you can almost guarantee that he's going to have a couple players that's going to follow behind him.
Nah, and all that makes sense. All that does make sense. But my thing is that when I see a player like Jamari Caldwell, who I thought was a prior, I thought, you know how Seton was priority A, Jamari Caldwell should be priority 1B for Colorado if you really are talking about turning that D line around. Like, you get a player like that who they were trying to pry him away. Teams were trying to pry him away while he was at Houston. And all I'm saying is, if you have these playoff type aspirations, that's a guy you need. You need a guy like that.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, Coach Kevin. But how do we know that we was on his radar like that? I've never heard nobody say that we were on his radar just because it should have been a problem. When I said, how long you gonna shoot your shot before you say, man, I ain't got time, I gotta move on. Recruiting is a fast business. If I talk to you one time and I see I piqued your interest, then I'm gonna keep talking to you. But if I don't talk to you one or two times and I don't seem like I piqued your interest, they gotta move on. So I'm not saying that that's what happened. I'm just saying that if it ain't a priority to him, we can't waste our time doing that. That's all I'm saying.
Where did he end up, Coach K?
He's still in the portal. He's still in the portal.
Listen,
Oh, he's still in
Listen,
the portal.
Yes.
listen. The transfer portal is like speed dating. That's all it is. They just speed dating, and you got to realize so many kids are going to make a decision by if they really really want to be on campus in January, they're gonna make a decision by the end of this week because class is gonna be getting ready to start. You gotta be enrolled if you want to be
Yeah,
involved with spring.
this week is gonna
So
be very hectic.
yeah, it's gonna be hectic for a lot of players. Now, if you don't plan on going to that new school in January, then you're probably gonna wait till the springtime. A lot of these kids won't even get picked up. That's in the transfer portal. It's a bunch of kids in the transfer portal. A lot of kids won't even get picked up. Alabama linebacker just got into the portal today. This official paperwork is everything's in the portal today. So there's a lot of things that still need to be played out when it comes to this. It's still a lot of moving pieces, a lot of parameters. It's still teams making decisions on coach staff, right? Colorado ain't the only school that don't got a defensive coordinator. I'm just being honest. They ain't the only school. There's other schools still making decisions on defensive coordinator right now. So that plays a lot in where these kids deciding where they want to go and how they want to move, right? Yes, you see Deion Sanders, but everybody can't handle that spotlight, and that's why I think people make the biggest mistake of because his XYZ player is out there. We need to go get him. How do you know that they want that spotlight? That's all I'm saying.
Man, listen, man. Hey, everything makes sense, man. I just, man,
I see
man.
where you're coming
If
from.
we got a player like that,
Yeah.
bro, that would really. I'm telling you right now, like, then teams don't look at it like,
This
oh,
what you gotta ask yourself, Coach Kevin. He was on the team with McCaskill. You think McCaskill didn't make a phone call? I'm just asking.
he was on the team with Chidozie. He played right next to Chidozie, which is like where the mutual interest came from. Because if y'all see how
Okay, so
Colorado
that's
does
so.
it, they
So
bring
what
the
I'm saying
kids.
is, so that's why I said. It must be not. It might not. Sometimes it might not be as mutual on the other end as we might have thought. Because again, my biggest thing is the kids are the biggest recruiters. That Florida State kid is there from the linebacker is there from Florida State strictly because of them boys from Florida State. Hey, bro, what it is, man? This how it is up here, man. This how we rock it. What you want to do, man? We can make it happen, man. We can go ahead and talk to Coach Prime right now. But man, we ain't finna go ahead and talk to him if you ain't finna come. You see what I'm saying? And that's another thing I think y'all we haven't talked about it, but a lot of these kids ain't putting their names out there no more because of some of the stuff that's going on and the lies and the deception that's going on in recruiting. And so he's still in the portal, so we know he still got time to make his mind up, and he might still choose us. But after a while, you have to move on with recruiting. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, no. I get what you look. See, when you say move on, see, you don't just move on from him. You keep checking in on him. Like that's not a guy you just be like, all right, well, he don't want us, whatever. No. You keep checking in. You text him, hey, how you doing? You keep checking in on him. You don't just move on from
But
him.
Ke-
He's
but
but
not
Coach
one of
Kev,
these
K,
guys that were behind the bench and we're just
and,
looking for
and I
the
get and I get you, and I get
he's
you with
that
all of
dude.
that. And I get you with all that. But coach, how long you gonna keep if what I'm telling you, if I call you and you be like, yeah, what's going on, coach? Yeah, glad you called, coach. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no enthusiasm, ain't no excitement, ain't no nothing going on. Listen, hey listen, I ain't finna beg you like that. I mean, that's just prime, bro. I can't tell y'all it ain't many coaches gonna do that. It's just not many coaches gonna do that. If I'm talking to you, and I know I got kids out here talking to you, and we already got some other players over here from Houston, and they telling you we living good and we doing good. They parents probably telling you that we living good and doing good. I mean, I just at the end of the day, bro, I just don't know what else you want him to do. That's all I'm saying, coach. I mean, it's up to the kid at the end of the day if he want to come or if he don't. I ain't finna keep going around the world with you because you see that's what's going on with some of these schools where you see these older kids jumping out of them, going into the portal because they done spent all this time recruiting these young kids and they show these other kids no love. And now that you got this new toy, you don't even care about what I done did and produced for you. So you get what I'm saying, coach? It's like at the end of the day, hey bro, I done laid my chips out here on the table. I done offered you a scholarship. If you want to come, you can come. We'd love to have you, but I gotta keep trying to go because if you say no, and I done wasted all my time with you, What we gonna do? Because we ain't got no backup plan. We sitting there waiting on you.
All
Yep.
you know, and that makes perfect sense. You know, that makes perfect sense. But it's like, cause I get where I get where you're coming from. Like, you know, you don't want to seem like you're trying to put yourself too far out there and stretch yourself too thin to where it's like, oh, you know, where like we done put all our chips in this guy and then, you know, he left us high and dry. But you know, hey man, like I just want this season, you know, because the expectations that he put out there was playoffs, right? So if
Yeah, but
you put those expectations out there, you know, you gotta bring playoff type guys. You can't keep expecting to bring in the backups, and be like, oh, let's just coach him.
but Coach
But
K, he's brung in nothing but starter
yeah,
Right.
that's what I
players.
was finna
So
say, Coach. When we
I
bring
We
when we
bring
bring
in,
in backup,
hold on.
when we bring in backup.
Hold on, I'm talking about on the wait. We're talking about the D line, right?
he's all right. So if you're
Barnes
saying
did
that, it's
not
only
play.
really okay.
Barnes
So
did
that's
not
one
play.
person. So
Yeah, but
that's somebody.
that's one player though. That's what
How
what
many do
I'm
you think
talking
we
about.
brought in on the D line? How many think we brought in? We
All
brought
right.
in
So
Quincy,
go ahead.
did not play. He's
Okay,
a
go ahead.
project, right? Quincy did not play. Samuel Edge, he did play. Good production. Dozier played. Production.
You got
Don't forget
yeah.
what we already had in house though.
Oh no. Wait. Let's just
Yeah,
keep it on what we brought in. Let's just keep it
everybody
on what
keep
we brought
forgetting
in.
about what you know. We add no pieces to what we already have.
Hold on. Let's just keep it on what we brought in though. So
I
Okay.
think I think I
Don't.
think I think I think everybody they want the whole cake. They want the whole cake and eat it too.
no. Let's not move
Bit-
it. Let's not move the goalposts. We spoke on the 4 people that we brought in. 2 of them did not play.
But what I'm
So
saying is we not moving. To me, I don't think we moving the goalposts. We being realistic. Just because
Right.
you wasn't good over here, don't mean you ain't gonna be good over here. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna go. I'm not. What we saying is okay. Well, we can say that about Bishop, but Bishop was scout team, the best scout team player that Florida State had. That means he was going against the Florida State ones and busting their ass. You get what I'm saying? Excuse my French. So what I'm saying is, okay, yeah, we're not bringing every player we get ain't gonna be a starter, bro. Some kids are in the portal for a reason.
but look, this is where it gets contradictory. Because on the offensive line, he stated, I want starters. And what did we do on the offensive line? Damn, we got starters. But look what we didn't do on the defensive line. You see, that's why I asked y'all this question if they have the same priorities on offense and defense. Because
So
we saw
let
them
me
aggressive.
push back on that, right? And the reason I'm gonna push back, right? They had made their priority. Coach Prime made their priority on their defensive line through the high school ranks. That's where they started at first, right? Now, did we lose some D linemen on signing day? Yes, we did. But they went to go get the younger guys first. So they did prioritize the defensive line. That's what they did first. Then they went and sprinkled in some experienced players with that. Now, is it the experienced players that you wanted? That's a whole different other situation. Because we're based upon what you're saying is about what you wanted, not about what Colorado did,
No,
about
no,
what you
no, no, no,
wanted.
no. That's what they addressed. They said that they want to stop the run. That's what they said. That's not what I said. That's what they said they want. They want to stop. They want to
I
stop the
know,
run.
but based upon your expectations, listen to what I said, your expectations, they're not living up to.
No,
And
no, no,
what
no.
I'm telling
See, no.
what I'm telling
Again,
you,
Coach Prime
here's
said
what
that
I'm
he
telling you.
wanted to be in the playoffs. That's his
Right? I
expectations.
understand that. I understand that. But it's a build up, right? What you're trying to do is get to the finish line, and we ain't even started the race yet. We ain't even got to the spring game yet. Now I get it. We got to the spring game. You have this conversation, this and this and that. You don't like what you see there. We ain't even got to spring practices yet to really understand and evaluate because they're still right. There's still players that didn't play. You got to see growth. You got to see what these kids actually match up against when they're out there. Like the springtime is to evaluate the players that's on your current roster. If you need to go get something in a different area, right? Because you might say it's a problem, but it might not be a problem. You ain't even gave time to evaluate what's fitting right
Facts.
now. And we gotta evaluate. That's the problem. We're trying to move too fast. We're like, well, go get these players, go get this player, go get this player, go get this player. And you ain't even evaluate what you got right now. Evaluate right now,
But you
and
see, Rob,
then let's have this conversation.
this is where it gets weird though, because look, they brought in if you remember the visitors list, the one with Chidozie on it, they had boy from West Virginia that he had a pretty good season. He had a lot of production, a guy with a lot of snaps under his belt, right? They had Chris McClellan from Florida, a young guy who played, right?
Yes, I know.
So you
Listen,
brought
but
him
what
in.
we're saying,
we know
Coach Cam.
Chris.
They
Listen,
brought
hold
in
on, but
them for a
hold on,
reason.
Cam. But what I'm telling you is,
Okay, I don't know
K,
why you
Coach
saying
K,
that.
Coach K. Listen to what I'm telling you. Now with the Chris situation, I'm in house, bro. Listen, I'm just telling you, it just came down to the facts. He loved Colorado. It felt like that's what we were going to do. But some other stuff happened that made it like I wasn't going to expect them to sit and wait on him, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like I can't expect them to sit there and wait on Chris all day long to make no decision. Okay, what you gonna do, Chris? You don't know, bro. Okay, so we got to move on. They're doing what you're saying. I think what we think you seem like you're saying is they did try. They shot. They've been trying to go after the starters.
Yeah, but they're just
Okay,
striking out.
And that's okay.
But
You
but
feel me?
that's
but Coach
okay
K,
though. That's
Look at
what
who
we
they
saying.
striking out to. They striking out the SEC schools, bro. I think
Yeah, I can
another
see we
thing
was
is
striking out the bums.
I think another thing people forgetting is like we're blaming Coach Prime so much for kids not coming when it's really the kids that have the decision to come or not. You feel me? Like it ain't like Coach Prime's not reaching out to these kids. It's like, oh, do I want to go to Colorado or Missouri? Colorado or
or
LSU? Colorado or
or
Alabama?
let
Colorado
me
or
take it.
Ohio State? You feel
See,
me?
look.
Let me take. Hold on, Coach K. Let me take this
Okay,
step further.
go ahead.
Here's what the real issue is. A lot of these kids get in contact with Colorado, and as soon as some of these schools know that they're in contact, guess what? They drive up the price.
Real talk, and that's real talk going on behind. I know I for a fact can tell you that's what's going on
And
for a fact.
so
You ain't got to
when it
tell me. I know the price go up.
and when they start happening, when y'all say, "Oh, well, we should be getting these kids," guess what? These schools are offering these kids so much money that they can't say no, just for them not to go to Colorado, even though they don't have a real vision plan for them. This is
Y'all,
what's happening.
y'all act like Colorado is Oklahoma, like they got the best facilities around, they got the most money around, they got the best tradition around. No, Coach Prime is he's a Colorado. Y'all like, come on, stop it. Like, let's be real. Like, you
They
feel me?
they
Like,
got
lower
they
the
got better
expectations
facilities
a little bit.
than they got better facilities than Florida State, dog. Come on now, we
I'm
ain't
not
gonna
I'm
I ain't
not
gonna
trying
just
to
say I
be
ain't
no.
gonna just throw.
I didn't say Florida State. I didn't say Florida. You feel me? But
Oh
like
yeah. No, we got.
LSU, you feel me?
But he talking
Florida,
about
like,
the
come on,
SEC
bro.
schools like Florida State.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got better facilities than Florida State. But the SEC schools, but he's gonna change that as well. But again, it comes back to us being patient, Coach. We just got to be patient and let him build his team. I think I told somebody this the other day. Like this is his remedy. This the way he worked, and he been working. Now he okay. We ain't hired a defensive coordinator, so some of these kids might were waiting on that, on the defensive coordinator to be hired, so they'll know what they playing in. Because don't nobody want to come playing no defense they don't know what they playing in. Like some kids feel like they better in that defense, or they better in this defense. So some of that might have had some to play with it, but I think we getting decent kids, depth to be a.
I guess he went out. But for anybody to want to know that everybody said Colorado's facilities is great. It is, but it ain't even top 25.
But here's the thing: is who are you comparing their facilities to, right? When it comes down to
Fact.
the schools, if you're talking about an LSU, a Texas A&M,
It's dead.
Alabama, they don't compete in that level, right? What they got at those schools in their
It's
facilities
dead.
is just not, yeah.
Yeah. They
But
got laser eye technology to let kids in the
yeah,
locker room and like, come on, bro. Like y'all
yeah,
really
now
need
yeah,
that, bro.
it's
Illinois
all
just
about
built a brand new facility, y'all, and they got a excuse me, they got a effing bowling alley and a car wash in there. What the? Come on,
but
bro.
yeah,
These
CU's
schools
gonna
are
do another
turning up.
upgrade to that. Yeah,
Yeah, they
CU's gonna do
turning
another
up.
upgrade.
A bowling alley and a car wash? I'm in there. Come on, bro. Shout out to Colorado. Their facilities ain't horrible. Let's not go there. But come on, bro. Y'all looking at these schools that they losing kids.
You know. The thing is though is that with all the reasons that you guys just mentioned, then by every reason that you guys mentioned, then basically, what's the point of us even making our assumptions for the spring? Because even if these top DTs do go into the portal, by what you guys are saying, we're probably not going to get them anyway, right? Due to all these factors.
Nope, because you
No, I
gotta
mean,
squeeze. You
yeah,
gotta
you
try.
you recruiting never stops. Recruiting is every day. No
Yeah.
matter how you want to look at it, you recruit every day, man. You can't stop recruiting because this person felt like, oh well, you didn't get this or that. You got to keep recruiting because at the end of the day, it takes one person to change that whole theory. One person. You know what I'm saying? It takes one defensive lineman to say, you know what? Listen, I'm gonna be like Jordan Seaton. I'm gonna go out on the limb and I'm gonna do this because this is what I want to do. It's just you haven't ran across that D lineman that's ready to take that eventually say, you know what? I'm gonna turn down the bigger bag offers just to come here because I know long term I can make more money or do X, Y, Z. And so you have to look at those things the way things are happening. Some of this stuff is happening because people it's still new to them. Coach Prime at Colorado, it's still new to them. They
But
still want to see the growth and the elevation from the program.
hold on,
They
you
still want
guys
to see
keep
the
bringing up
vision.
money. When you guys bring
I'm
up
not bringing up money.
no, I'm
I'm
saying
not talking about money. I'm talking about the growth and the
what.
vision of what these kids are asking about. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the money aspect. There's
But
still
look.
kids out here that has questions. There's still families that has questions. Oh, what's the vision? What's this? What's that? Those questions that still need to be answered. That's the part that you're missing over.
I mean, I don't know. I find it pretty. I'm not like worrisome, but it's pretty alarming that I'm seeing. That's like, damn, I'm looking into why we can't get like really good or like elite defensive line men, and obviously they come at a premium. The really good ones come at a premium, and I mean, you know,
Listen,
that's
They're not
just
Coach
going
K,
to Ole
nobody
Miss.
that's just all
Ole
I'm
Miss
saying.
throwing a bag at
nobody's
everybody.
nobody is saying that we can't get them. It's at the end of the day, it's a kid's decision on what they want to do. Nobody said we can't get them. All it takes is one. All it takes is one to change that whole theory. But it's a process, and you're trying to skip levels of the process. Go out, show the product that you have on the field, show what it is. Let somebody see your spring game and see what they. Because guess what? A lot of these kids are going to evaluate their situation after the spring game anyway. They're going to look at Colorado. They're going to see what they got. And guess what? A lot of these kids, guess what they're going to do? They're going to watch Reach the People. They're going to watch Well Off Media. They're going to watch Uncle Neely. They're going to see the stuff happening during the spring game. And they're going to evaluate their situation and see what's in Colorado. And when they go in the portal, they're going to be like, I know I'm better than this kid, this kid, this kid. There's opportunity for me.
That's a fact.
But you can't. You gotta let things play out. That's it. We ain't even nowhere near close to the season, and
And it's
we're
still
sure to
early.
take it one day at a time.
It's still early in the process. It's way early in the process.
No, and obviously I'm not gonna jump the gun. I'm not gonna jump the gun at all. But when you guys say it's early in the process, because my problem was this was my same dissatisfaction last time around when this portal came around, and I had people telling me, "Oh, just trust the process, trust the process, trust the
I
process," and I'm like, you can say that, but until it happens and you see it and it hits you where it hurts, then what are you gonna say?
now,
Eventually, we
Coach
gotta
K.
come to
Now,
terms.
You're
Coach K.
talking about you're talking about year one in a short term process.
Coach K. Now, here's the pushback. Right when did Coach Prime got there? When did the staff got put in place? And how much time did they really have time to really go out and evaluate and look what they want versus they just had to take players? Right. That's what you got from year one. Year two, they got time to evaluate out of the portal. They got time to really, like, we didn't have a recruiting team last year. If you really think about it, we really didn't have a recruiting team. We got that this year. So now they're making decisions decisions differently this year than they made last year because now they got time to evaluate the tape and understand what they did. Coach Prime now he left it on whoever your position coach was. He left it on a position coach to go get what you wanted out the portal. This year, now everything is run differently. You got to go through the recruiting team. They got to evaluate your tape. They got to evaluate what we're missing to make decisions. That's why decisions are being made differently this year than it was the previous year. That's why these things happen. There's a process and a madness to all of this. But we can't, when you sit there and compare last year, oh, they did this last year and they doing this year. This is why.
Last year was a hot pocket process.
All I'm saying is that, listen, I'm not, because I don't want to come off overly critical. I'm just saying, for the like, if you place certain expectations on your team, right, then you have to meet those certain expectations with certain players who can meet them. So all I'm saying is that, if you have playoff aspirations and you want to make it to the playoffs, then eventually, we gotta, like, it's gotta come to a point where it's like, all right, we know what we have to address. We cannot stop the run, and we're about a little bit worse than average at rushing the passer. So, I just want to see them kind of, because I don't believe in the notion that money is all that is the reason why some guys don't come to Colorado. Because when you look at it from a collective point of view, maybe Colorado cannot offer you more in collective. But when you speak about NIL, when you speak about that, I believe that there's only a couple schools that can really maximize your NIL other than, a school that is one of the hottest schools when you talk about in terms of marketing. So
It's
so
all
so if you look
it's
at
all
opportunity,
included. And here's the thing that I'm gonna push back on real quick, because
go
I
ahead.
hate when people do this. Everybody says, "Oh, well, he says this. Well, he says this. His aspirations playoffs." Listen, bro, I'm like 15 minutes away from University of Kentucky's campus. I can pull up on campus right now, go in the coach's office, put him on the phone with y'all. Hey, what is your goal for this season? You know he's gonna tell y'all playoffs. How many of y'all think the University of Kentucky gonna make the playoffs?
Nobody.
Everybody's goal is the playoffs. I can go ask Coach Stoops right now. I'm 15 minutes away. I promise y'all. If y'all want me to drive over right now, I will. Hey, Coach Stoops, what's your goal for this year? The playoffs. Everybody's goal right now is the playoffs. You feel me? Everybody, bro. So it ain't just Colorado. It ain't just Deion Sanders. It's
That's
just being blown
I'm
up because
you said that's all I wanted somebody to say is what I just want to know what y'all want him to say. Like even last
like,
year, what did y'all want him to say? Hey, I'm just coming in here. I hope we can win 2-3 games, and I'm happy with that. This we talking about a man who done won 3 Super Bowls, who done played in the World Series, who done won 3 back-to-back state championships, who done won Little League national championship. I just don't know what y'all expect them to say.
oh, we gonna suck, man. We gonna win 4 games. What? Now the kids don't believe. Now the kids ain't gonna come. Why would I come if you say you're gonna win 4 games? I don't want to play there. I'm out of there. Let me go to Kentucky where they think they're gonna actually win, and in the SEC. Because I promise you, bro, I can pull up on Stoops in 15. I promise y'all, bro. I'll pull up on Stoops and I have him tell y'all that he want to go to the playoffs next year. Yeah, they ain't going to no damn playoffs. I'm sorry, Coach. I love y'all. They're not going to no playoffs, bro. But the goal in that building is playoffs. You feel me? Like no cap. The goal of the University of Louisville is playoff. I'm about an hour away from the city. I can go down there. Put Coach Brown on. Hey, bro, what's y'all's goal? Playoffs. Y'all think Louisville going to the playoffs? They might. You feel me? They might. But everybody's goal is the playoffs, bro. Like, I can go to K-State. K-State's about 30 minutes away. K-State can't even make the playoff, and I bet you they'll tell you they want to go to the playoff. It's K-State. It's Kentucky State. It's the HBCU. Everybody want to win a championship, bro. Everybody's goal is to win. If your goal isn't to win a championship, your program is horrible.
Good point. You don't think it's fair though to just hold people to certain like expectations though, if that's what it is?
So if we're gonna hold prime
But
to
we
that
gotta hold
expectation, we
everybody
gotta
to the
hold
same
everybody.
thing.
But we
Gotta
are
hold
not fans
everybody.
of
Right.
everybody. We are not fans of everybody, so we can't.
No, as a fan, it's absolutely fair to hold it to
Oh, so you
expectation,
just
but
saying we should hold him to that standard?
you gotta be realistic as well, bro.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
We know they're not gonna win no goddamn playoffs. Stop it. Not this year. Feel me? Stop it. If you think Colorado's gonna win the playoffs, I don't know. Something wrong with you. And listen, I got kids
There are
out
people
there.
who actually believe this.
I got kids out there. I got something vested in that program. I got kids out the thing, bro. You feel me? I got somebody in the recruiting room, bro. You feel me? Like I love what they doing, bro. They're not gonna win the playoffs, bro.
Bro, RJ, don't say that too loud because these people in these comments think they're gonna win the Natty. So
There's
don't
no
say that too
way.
loud. These
They can't
people,
even listen. There's no way. You can't.
Stop up.
You're not being realistic if you think that.
there are
You
real,
All right.
you can have a fan's belief, like
there are real people who think that he's gonna win the Natty in this comment section. There are
okay.
people who are actual real life people.
Let me go in the comment section and look. If you in the
All
comment section, you think that Coach Prime is gonna win the playoff, please say something.
right. Let me answer the super chat right quick. Why are there no elite white players committee? Y'all know what we're up against. Keep it real. Coach K, are you donating to the 5430? Really donating? Shout out to the 199 super chat.
Shout out to Coach Hayes. He just said that everybody got that play like a champion, and they never been to and he ain't lying. UK got it. U of L got it. Every facility I done been in all over the country got that. Play like a champion. South Carolina, they got that all over. They got that in every kid's locker. When have you seen South Carolina receive?
Just to answer that real quick, again, if you think it's a flex to try to brag or post that you donate to a foundation because you support them, that's weird. I'm just leaving it. If you think that that's quote unquote a flex, saying that I donated, or people say that's not a flex. Donate because you want to support them and keep your mouth shut and keep it moving.
All right, if you want to donate to the 5430, just hit the description. You can click the link and it'll take you right there. But let me answer this question. Let me answer this last question. And I'm gonna do this in the right way. I'm not even finna. I ain't.
Where did he just go?
I guess he hopped off. But,
also for the people commenting about the donations and stuff, y'all can hit me on Twitter.
All right.
We can go donate to
My bad, y'all.
if you want.
Yeah, I'm back now.
Y'all
Hey,
can hit me
listen,
on
I'm back.
Twitter.
I'm back now. All right, so listen, I'm gonna answer this question, man, and I'm gonna do this without going there. And y'all know what I mean by going there. If you think for one, I'm not even trying to go there. But listen, Coach Prime is gonna recruit who he recruits. I'm just gonna say that. Let me just get this out the way. Coach Prime is going to recruit who he's going to recruit. Whether it's black, white, or indifference, or whatever the race is, he's going to recruit what he wants. If you have a problem with what Coach Prime recruits, I guarantee you can tag him on Twitter, you can tag him on Instagram, you can ask him that question. I don't got the answer for why they ain't coming. There are white players on the team. There really are. But if you have a problem with why we ain't getting those players, you can tag Coach Prime. You can tag Coach Prime at any point. I promise you, he gonna answer you. And that's really your issue. And I'm gonna leave it at that because I want to say I was gonna say something else, but I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm just gonna leave it there. But shout out to the super chat, man. All right, man. So let's get into this last topic. But I already tagged them. Man, come on, dog. I ain't got time for y'all.
You ignorant. Ignorant. Bro said recruit white players. What? Bro, check the statistics, bro. It just happens that a lot of black players play football, bro.
It's a part of it.
My
All right,
God.
being that it's the national championship tonight, man. How do y'all see tonight's game playing out? Who y'all got? Let me know, man.
I
Let
got
me know.
Colorado winning the championship like everybody else in the chat.
Yeah, so somebody told me earlier that Colorado could beat Michigan.
And just like
Yeah,
Rod told me a couple months ago, man, we ain't
yeah.
worried about the chat, bro.
Give me Michigan.
And I ain't gonna cap. I want to see Penix get one. I want to see Penix get that. So I got
I'm
watch.
with you.
I want to see him get one. You feel me? Good quarterback. I want to see him get one. But I don't want everybody to overreact to him winning the national. Oh God, he's the best prospect.
Right.
Don't do that.
Right.
Just let him turn up. Let him win the natty. You feel me? And go on and get drafted in the second round.
And he busts that narrative about black quarterbacks too, because the boy's cerebral.
Yeah, he's a good quarterback. He's a good quarterback. You feel me?
Yes.
Now, he does have probably the best weapons in the country as far as skill level. Like 3 top 50 dudes, maybe top 25. I think they all might go within the first 35 picks.
They got 2 of the top 25 receivers for a fact.
Yeah,
For a fact.
yeah. Doomsday, McMillan, come on.
Polk
Have y'all watched them dudes
is
play?
only a sophomore. Polk is a
Bro,
sophomore.
come on, bro. Listen.
But then again, you got to look at that. That's a tight unit.
What's the word? I ain't heard Big LT all day. What's the word, Big LT? My bad, bro.
Nah, my bad. Yeah, I've been working and trying to make sure there was no loud noise in the feedback, man. Trying to take care of stuff before I got on the headset, man. Uh, I was hearing everything that y'all was talking about, and the coach, was it Coach K? You know, I was agreeing. I agreed a little bit with you talking about as far as the experience coming in at the D line position and stuff, man. But I mean, we still got, like they said, they still got after the spring game for some of them type of talent level that you're talking about to come in there, and then like I think that might have been Coach Dre or one of the other fellas said something about we don't know exactly what we have in there, man. You know, one of them guys can blossom into that top notch defensive pass rusher that you talking about, man. We never know, especially with one of them DNs. We don't know what that guy from Alabama can turn into. We don't know what McNeil can turn into this year. You know what I mean? And like Rob said, man, I truly do believe there's obviously you know what I'm saying, an entity out there trying to keep these players from coming to Colorado, pocketing the money like that kid from Purdue. I'm pretty sure he wanted to come to Colorado because why? Come on, man, you going to A&M? You just seen everybody leaving up out of there. He getting a house,
He's from
car.
Texas. He's from Texas too. So
I mean, that's cool. But they getting, man, come on, man. They paying, my family getting moved into a new house, cars, all that luxury stuff. And I would look at it like, if didn't know none one of them schools want to give me the opportunity coming out of high school, why I need to come over there for you now? Don't try to come get me now. No, let me go up there where I really want it.
Right.
He really wanted up there in Colorado. He's really wanted in the Colorado. A player like that is really needed and wanted in Colorado. A&M get like that a dime a dozen, or they wouldn't be throwing all this money and change at them. If you really wanted them, that's how I look at it, man. You know, but
You right.
and then with the thing where they talking about the white players not coming, man, we just got a voluntary white boy walk on to the team. He chose
Voluntarily.
to walk on to the team, man. That kid had scholarship to go somewhere else. He chose to be a walk on.
Oh, you talking about
And
the
I'm
Cleveland kid?
yeah, Cam
I
Cleveland.
like that
Yeah.
kid. I like his
Yeah.
film, y'all.
And
I think he might
he
be
from her as well.
I
He from
think he might.
Dallas as well.
I forgot to tell y'all that I watched that. I told y'all I watched everybody's film. I like that Cleveland kid's film. The kid that plays
Yeah.
for he's a gem.
Yeah,
Watch
man.
out. He's a gem.
Ain't no I know it ain't no love lost down here in Texas for Prime, man. Black, white, or Hispanic, man. Prime is always gonna go down as a cowboy legend out here in Texas, man. Black, white, Hispanic. Ain't no love lost for him right there. He might got some sore thumbs from other racial groups and other regions of the states, but not down here in Texas, man. They right there on they ain't care about none of that.
Coach Prime.
They ain't care about none of that. And I'm pretty sure, man. And then you gotta, like you said, man, you gotta fit in over there. That's not all. Who to say that's some of these not just the kid, but these parents cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? They ain't, like you said, they ain't always just on the kid too, man. And sometimes them parents, you know what I mean, persuade them kids. They don't want them to go up there around all that soulfulness. You know what I mean? Hey, then we obviously already know what a lot of them high school coaches think of Coach Prime out there in Colorado. You know they don't want to send their kids up there for sure.
Facts.
They busy calling other schoolhouses. You know they not sending their kids over there. They shoulder to shoulder with the other coach out there in Colorado in the state, Norvell or whatever his name is. Come on, man. They don't like Prime out there in Colorado. I guarantee you. I ain't even heard nothing, but I guarantee you, them high school coaches do not like Deion Sanders, and that's for a fact.
Need some Samoans on that D line. No, you just because Samoans don't necessarily be good all the time. They just be strong.
You said
You might
Samoan.
get three
You said some,
coaches
you
out
said
of
some
there that might
Samoans.
like Prime out of that state.
Yeah, somebody said bring some Samoans in. They really just be
Man,
strong. Now
man,
it be a
listen,
lot
bro.
of Samoans on the O line that go crazy, but you don't hear about no Samoans on the D line.
If we
I
get
mean,
if we get a
Vita
Samoan
Vey
coach,
might be the
maybe
only one. I mean, hey,
start getting a Samoan coach.
Vita
We got to get
Vey.
somebody who plugged in.
Everybody else is, African American. Shout out. I'm not trying to be racist or nothing. You feel me? But
Hey,
Yeah,
listen.
but
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this right now, though. If we get the D coordinator Jim, I bet you he bringing some white linebackers. I bet you
Definitely.
that.
yeah,
oh
yeah,
Lord, hey,
and that
stop.
and that probably got a lot to do with it too, Coach K. Is
Some-
they get the certain coordinators in there, and on that thing, what they saying about the Samoan people, man. You gotta understand too, man. That these guys, these recruiters are looking at schematics and stats. You know what I'm saying? You go look at the stats or the percentage of how many Samoan offensive linemen actually is in the NFL compared to white and black offensive linemen in the NFL. It's not that high, man. I'm sorry to say that. It's not that high. Yeah, there's a few, but it's not as much as it is in Caucasian and black offensive linemen starting in the NFL.
That's the first time I ever heard somebody say that. He said we need more elite white people. Yeah, that was crazy. Oh my god.
Hey man, go look at them teams that's in the playoff the past 10 years and look at them out what the teams look like, and you come back. We can see what the NFL teams is looking like, man. Stop, y'all gotta stop the madness, man. The NFL is 90% black, 85% black, man. Come on, man. It's already. I understand, people want to see more. They people in positions and stuff, man. But man, Caucasians are barely hanging on the thread to play the quarterback position as it is. They struggling and fighting for
Facts.
that.
Facts. Facts.
Come on,
Facts.
man. Why you think the push was so hard to keep black folks from playing in position? Because that was the last positions they had left. Quarterback, what, uh, center. You know what I mean? Linebacker, man. For the longest, those were the white positions: the quarterback, linebacker, middle linebacker, and center and stuff like. Come on, man.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Center is still the white position. you
Yeah,
still they still run that position. They still got that.
yeah, man. Yeah, but there are elite Caucasian players out there, man. You got them, but
Especially
but
especially at D line. Especially at D line.
yeah, man.
You'll be surprised.
Yeah, man. They out there, man. They just. But you know what? But by the numbers standing out like that, that's only gonna make them certain Caucasian players or other ethnic groups even better because that's gonna wean out the average and mold a great Caucasian player like Hutchinson for the Lions.
You
You
got
know what I mean?
Hutchinson, you got the Bosa brothers, you got Max
Yeah.
Crosby.
Come on, man. Them dudes is elite. And look what they surrounded by. Black brothers. You know what I'm saying? That weans out the other guy, man. It just make them better. It's gonna make them better, man. It drives their competition up higher.
Hey, shout out to the 9.99 super chat. After Jordan Seaton let the world know that a school asked him did he want to become a rapper, every black player in the portal and high school 24 class should be running to Coach Prime.
He's not the
Track
only black.
shoes.
He's not the only black coach, but okay. Sentiment still holds true, I guess.
He's not the only black coach, but he's the only black coach letting it be known that he's a
Yeah, but
black coach.
don't you got to remember though, man. A lot of these people who are in
Who
the
just
lab,
said that? Who just said that? Who just said that last comment?
what the
That last comment. Uh,
I don't know, man.
he's the only one making it known that he's the black coach.
I said that,
super
brother.
chat.
Man, I support that 100%, bro. You spot on with that one.
Yeah,
You
there it
spot
is.
on, bro.
Black coach letting it
Go
be known these other guys are trying to play the they playing the role
Yes,
that
sir.
they supposed to play they playing their part and playing their position, which is cool because we do it every day when we go to work. But when it's for
right.
something when you're trying to be something more than the average, you man you stop you just walk different. You walk different. You walk different when you come in that when you get that job and you know that job from top to bottom. You know you can take the supervisor's position. You know what I mean? You walk different. So that's what Prime doing right now, and that's what shit, just like any other supervisor or employee. Shit, they hating, they mad. You know what I'm saying?
It is
That's
what it
all that
is.
is.
It is what it is.
People gotta understand, man. Prime is not gonna be like how you want him to be or move how you want him to move. He's not gonna move like the coaches that you were expecting. He's not gonna move or recruit like these other guys like you want him to recruit. He's not gonna get the guys you want him to get. Everything that you seen that you want him to be, that you want to be, how you expect to be, because for the last 25 years of your life or 30, 40 years of your life, you've been seeing coaches do it. It's not gonna be like that, man.
And that's why everybody's in a disarray. Cause he ain't
It's
walking
right.
like he's not walking the normal walk.
It's
Go
not
ahead,
gonna
Los.
be like that, brother. Prime has never been. Look at Prime career. It has never been like that. He has never. Come on, man. He been running down the sideline, interception 60 yards out, looking at
Hold on,
the other sideline,
hold
and
on,
and
LT.
Hold,
and
Hold on, LT.
hold on, Big LT.
Somebody just said in the
Hold,
comments. They said Prime is the
hold
only
on.
black coach that advocates for black coaching positions.
Hold on, Coach K. Hey, go ahead, Roy. Welcome to the show, man. I know it's your first time on the panel, man. I know you've been waiting for a minute. Go ahead.
Appreciate it, man. I just look at, I mean, the man stands on business. He's been the same way all his life, man. And people are always talking about, well, he don't do this, he don't do that. Man, what do you want this man to do? You want this man to jump through fire? You want this man to stand on his head? And he's always backing us. Period. In a good way. So, I mean, I don't know, man. It's a crazy world we live in, man.
You can go. You go ahead, Coach K. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, because somebody said that he's the only one. Somebody said that Coach Prime is the only black coach that advocates for black coaching positions. Wow, he actually said that. Jesus Christ,
All right, man. Let's.
bro! I'm telling you, bro, because this is sad because you mix in people who've been watching football forever versus people who just started watching football and probably couldn't
Hey,
even tell you
listen.
who RG3 is.
Let's not turn this into a black and white thing, man. Let's
Right.
just leave it where it is, dog. Y'all, well, uh, hold on.
Man,
I know.
stand on business.
Yeah, man, listen. I ain't gonna make this into no black or white thing or anything like that. You can have your opinion on Deion Sanders, right? And you could be criticizing. I mean, that just comes with the nature of the game, right? All I'm telling y'all right now is that where we at right now in the football season, like we ain't even got through the national championship game, and people already losing their mind, right? Get through the championship game, let's get the spring ball, man, and see what you really got, right? Everybody's in the same boat right now. If you ain't playing the national championship game, everybody in the same boat. Everybody gonna say the same exact thing. They want to go to the playoffs next year. That's the common goal, right? So that's just what it is, man. Let this play its course. Take your time. I know everybody want Coach Prime to get this, that, and the third players, man. Like, it's okay. They're gonna get what they get, and if they don't get them, it is okay. That Alabama can't get everybody, Georgia can't get everybody. So that's just the nature of the game. You got what you got, move forward, and all you can do is ask for development and see where the thing goes. All right, development, coaching, and see where it prospers to. That's what I'm gonna say in that situation, right? We got too much of people trying to, this, that, and the third. Like, man, it is what it is, man. Let's talk football. Let's understand, hey, you may not say that they have enough people that you want. That is fine, all right? You have your opinion, and I want you to have your opinion. I want you there to say what you need to say. You can't be critical of Prime. I'm not going to tell you not to, but it's just certain things when you say certain things, it just looks crazy. And it sounds crazy. So I'm going to push back on what that issue is. I'm just letting you know. But I've been critical and proud on things that happened throughout the season of, mismanaging clock or why this person is in and this and that and the third. So there are things that you have a right to your own opinion, and you could be critical of Coach Prime. But there's some things that just, when you're critical about some things that just don't make sense, I'm going to push back on the theory. Like, what are we talking about? What's the why behind the why in that situation? That's all. I don't think there's nothing wrong with our kicking game. For everybody that gets mad about the kicking game, I don't think there's necessarily nothing wrong. But how many times have they put a kicker in a situation to make field goals and did they miss? That's always my pushback when people talk about Marlon and Philly. How many field goals did they actually miss on the season where they put us in a situation where we lost the game because of a field goal?
None.
So I'm just saying. But everybody said we need a kicker, we need this, we need that, and it's just like, all right, name me a situation where we put our kicker in a situation and go win us the game.
Make it make sense.
It was only one position, and that was and I don't even think Motto was the one that kicked the ball, and that was that offside kick in the USC game.
It's a few drop passes in that USC game, so that would have made a difference. Shoot, they did a kicker.
Thanks,
come on, Doc. Make it make sense. Missed tackles in the game, so the whole team had involvement in that one. I don't know.
Don't get me started on missed tackles, dog. What up, Dev? What's the word, man? Talk to us.
I can't call the man in here working too hard. That's why I had to jump off a minute ago. But now I think so. I missed some of probably the last 15 minutes. But I think my man Mata, one, I do agree. Everybody talk about kickers. I don't think we need no field goal kicker for sure. Everybody talk about, oh, Mata can't kick far. Swoop. One, he made a 47-yarder. He averaged in the good. It seemed like we good with him kicking 42, 43 with ease. He was able to get that 47-yarder. My thing is, man, like how many college kickers? Nobody wants to kick a 50-yard field goal anyway.
Ain't nobody doing that, brother.
That's what I'm saying. So
we been watching college football all year. And we ain't seen no kicker get out there and kick no 57-yarder, 55-yarder and stuff, man. We ain't
exactly. So if college teams, if they got to kick a 45 plus, man, they really not trying to do it anyway. So if he good at 43 and we seen him kick a 47, then he's straight. Otherwise, I mean, shoot, we shouldn't be kicking it. Now, and I think he did miss. He missed that one. Was the Arizona game?
He missed one, got one block, but But
I think it's an Arizona game, and they came down and they kicked and won, right?
Man, listen, man. Mata better than
listen
me,
what
bro.
I said. Listen to the keywords I said. Name me a situation in time where we put our kicker in a situation to go win us a game. That it was on them to go kick a field goal.
Yeah, nah. To win it, I mean, nah. It was that one game, man. Was it Arizona when they ended up kicking it and they won? It was tied up though. It was tied up. So had he made it right, we would have still had to make a stop. I mean, we didn't. I mean, we could have stopped him after that. After he missed, the defense could have just stopped him. They would have never got the field goal, but it didn't happen that way. So, I mean, for real, now I like Mata, man. Now, a place kicker, you know what I'm saying? Kickoff, yeah, we got to get that situated. But field goal kicker, man, leave that alone. Nobody kicking 45-yarders all week. I mean, every week, 50-yarders. That's nobody doing that.
Man, listen, man. Mata better than me, bro. Because once I would have made that, I would have gave Trev the biggest middle finger. I would have said, yeah, what's too far?
Yeah. I mean, for me, I would take our kickers over a lot of SEC kickers. There's a lot of SEC kickers that have missed field goals this year and cost teams games. So I'm good where we at.
Thanks, Rob.
I'm good where we at. I done seen a lot of missed field goals from a lot of SEC kickers that have lost some people's games this season that should have won. So I'm good, man. But I think what people get is they go and they look at Missouri's kicker and him kicking 60-yard field goals and all this, and like, oh, we need that. Like, no, we don't. We don't even get put in that situation. How many times do we actually really truly, like, when you really break down the season and really break down how many times have we actually really kicked the field goal? Like, truly kicked the field goal without scoring 7 points, and it came out of us kicking field goals. How many times have we did that? You know what I'm saying? And it's literally under 1.5, a game. So is it really a situation that we're really facing when it comes to the kickers? It's really not.
And then people got to look for the first 6 games or something like that. Colorado had the best red zone offense, man. It was no need for them to be having to send Mott out there for 50-yarders and all that. As soon as they got close enough, they were damn near finna score.
That's all, man. But hey, man, it's the Eastern Zone, man. Hey, man, everybody get y'all picks. I'm about to get about this thing, man. So everybody get a picks. Let me know who y'all got today.
I'm going with Washington.
I'm going with Washington.
Y'all got Washington as well.
I got Michigan.
One Michigan, everybody else got Washington. All right, man. See y'all, man. But hey, I appreciate everybody that's tuned in, man. Y'all know this thing don't happen without y'all. Thank y'all for always tuning in, rocking with your boy, man. Smash that like button on y'all way out for your boy, man. Smash that like button for y'all boy. Appreciate y'all for always doing what y'all do best and tuning into the show, man. Help your boy get back into the algorithm. I will be coming on more regularly. In the month of January. Sorry, it's been a slow start to the month. I ain't been on as much. I've been, doing a bunch of things, but I got to get back to my mom's day. We're finna go take her out again. So appreciate everybody for tuning in. And as always, man, y'all be safe out there. See you guys in the next one.
Now let me tell y'all something about dreams. Listen up, because this is something I found out a long time ago that goes against everything you see in a movie, on TV, or what your great-grandma may have told you when you were a kid. See, dreams don't happen overnight. That ain't how it works. See, they come to you in the daylight. You gots to be awake. Because, baby, you got to run dreams down. See, that chase is where we learn the most about ourselves. To take that extra step, that extra mile, that extra rep. Now look here. You don't never know how long it's gonna take or exactly what it'll look like when you get there. The only thing you know is you can never stop. So, question time. What's your dreams? What's your dream? Are you willing to do what it takes to make that dream a reality? No. See, not not while you're sleeping, but every darn day you wake up. Because if it does, good morning. Now give me my darn thing.